Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here, I'm Adha Kalra and please click the subscribe button below before leaving. So I thought of starting a new playlist in my channel wherein I will be reviewing some latest series and novels that I have read. And in today's videos, I will be reviewing a Netflix original series, Shadow and Bone. And don't worry, if you haven't watched it yet, there are no spoilers in this video, so you can continue ahead. So for those of you who don't know, Shadow and Bone is an adaptation of fantasy, young adult, romance genre novel by Lee Bardugo. It is the first part in the Grisha trilogy and it also has a spin-off named as Six of Crows. So let me give you a short synopsis at what actually is the story behind the series. So the story is set in a kingdom, a fantasy kingdom called as Ravka, whose east side is separated by the west side by a path, by a permanent path of darkness called as the Fort. Now this path is created by a black heretic and can only be destroyed by a saint who can summon light, and he's also known as, or she's also known as, Sun Summoner. Now the series starts off with introduction of two children who met at an orphanage named as Alina and Mal. Later we discover that Sun Summoner is none other than Alina. But as she struggles with her newly discovered powers, she felt like nothing in this lavish world is what it seems. Side by side, we are shown the journey of a crew of charismatic criminals who can do anything for money. Anything.
One look and I can tell. Criminals.
Now, if you have watched my previous blog, you must have known by now that I am an avid reader. But I haven't read this trilogy yet. But after discussing with some of my fellow bookstagrammers, I came to know that the series has been almost perfectly adapted. Like, let me tell you, adapting a movie or a series from a novel is not easy. There are always some elements left that cannot be adapted or that cannot be depicted on the screens, which always disappoint book lovers. When we read books, we tend to create our own world of imagination. We tend to create the visuals, even the tiniest details. So it is difficult for the filmmakers to bring that imaginary world onto the screen. But that was not the case here. I, as a reader, and my friends are happy with the depiction here. There were some changes, like plot changes, and there were some character changes in the series, but the series was a complete packet and it fulfilled all the requirements that was lacking in the novel. First, let's talk about the direction. I think the direction was pretty good and the sound effects, the action scenes were quite amazing. I personally don't like too much of action scenes, too much of violence, but in this series I found it to be the apt amount. The visual effects and the sound effects were amazing. The costumes of the characters were quite suitable for them and was appealing, was a sweet to our eye. Stage, the set, it was so beautifully created that I've even felt like that I want to go there. The best thing according to me was the storyline. Obviously, I love fantasy, and the characters. Like, they chose the right people as the characters. For example, let's talk about the protagonist Lee, who played the role of Alina. The way she carried the role, like a naive girl or a transformation from a weak to a strong girl, it was amazing. Also, I was so glad to see that the cast was from a diverse geographies. Like, there was two main characters, Anita Suman, who is a Nepali actress, and Sujaya Das Gupta, who's an Indian actress who played the role of a spy and a Grisha respectively. They too did a wonderful job. Then, how can we forget our amazing Ben Barnes? And apparently he has been appearing in every period drama, fantasy drama. Ben Barnes was so magnetic and charming to watch. His conversations with Elena were a treat to my eye as there was undeniably a great chemistry between them. And how can we forget the sweetest and the most important character in the story, Milo. His name was Milo and he plays a very important role. So please keep a watch on him. Coming to dialogues, the series adapted almost all the important quotes from the book, without which it would have been incomplete. And the dialogues had a great impact on the viewers. It had a good impact on me, and some of them even left me awestruck.
You and I are going to change the world, Elena.
Also, when I mentioned in the starting that the series has a spin-off known as Six of Crows, I got to know that there are some elements of that series added in this series too. Like, this series is a mixture of both the Grisha trilogy and the Six of Crows. So you are gonna love these guys. Love them. Summing it up, the novel was a great choice of adapting it into a series, and it was full of a great romance, powerful characters, fantasy creatures, beautiful settings, and appealing sound and visuals, and it had a perfect but predictable ending. If you are new to the fantasy genre, it might take some while for you to understand the language, language jargons, the storyline, but trust me, if you continue, it's worth watching. And if you're already a fiction fan, a fantasy fan like me, you're gonna love the series. I'm already looking for the second season. I know it will take some while, but watch the series and you won't be disappointed. So overall, I'm gonna give this series 4.5 out of 5. So that's it guys for today. Hope you like the review, and if you like it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can comment what did you like about the series the most, and are you looking for a second season or not. Bye bye.